Welcome back to Tech Time Keeper. In this video, I'm going to cover how to run reports. Alright, so just right up here at the top in the middle, you have the reports. You can click here. And you have two choices. You can run a report by the date, a date range, and you can run it by a specific RO, which will give you a little more detail. We'll start here, and with the last example we were doing, we were checking off the paid ROs we had. That would have been it was basically, let's see, October 30th through November 12th. So we have both unpaid ROs or paid ROs. So I'm going to leave it at both and run the report. And it shows you here what's been paid by the little check mark. And you can see there's one showing not paid. And this is going to give you a total for all of those. Now, what we could do here is if we have already selected all of the ones that we've been paid for, and then we're like, what's still missing? Where are we having issues? We can go with unpaid only, run that report. Okay, we have one RO in there that something's wrong with. And this is where I would switch over to run the report by RO number, and we will enter that. Run the report. Now it's going to give you that. It's going to break down each job for you. So let's say on my hour sheet I had 9.6 hours, and so I'm missing an hour. So I can print this out here and then send that to the employer and say, okay, so there was a diagnostic for an hour and bolt for left rear, lower control arm for an hour. And I guess there could have been the combination of these two for an hour. But looking at this, I would say more than likely this is probably what forgot to be added based on the fact that it wasn't part of the original RO. It was an issue that we had with a stuck bolt and some extra work that had to be done. So that's more than likely the issue there. So I send it over, they're like, yep, sure enough, and they pull up the old RO, the original RO, and they say, okay, I see it, it didn't get added, we'll fix that for you. So now you can go back to that, which is November 3rd. Go back to that day. Okay, they fixed that and corrected that. Now I can select paid, go back to my reports, and now it's showing paid, so everything is correct. So it's now accurate. So that is one way to do it. And of course, with the RO by number, you can drill down into the details specifically. Okay. Now, something else that we run into is some of the things that we do, we have to run straight time. It's like, just, I don't know how long it's going to take. I've got 2 or 3 hours approved. Start running time and let me know where you're at. So I've got a repair order that I did. Let's see, it was yesterday. It was a body shop car, came in, and hey, diagnose this and let me know what's going on. Just keep track of your time. So it just happened to be that it was literally right at an hour from me. So you can run time and then stop it, and it'll transfer over to actual. And then so if you want to include that in your report, when you run, let's just do it for this week. Include actual time, select that box and run. It will show you the time ran for that. Now, if you're trying to check your efficiency, you should be running time for all of your repair orders, and then it will, it's going to compare here your total hours that you got paid and the total hours that, the time you ran. Okay, the last example I want to show you is, let's go back to the home page and look at this week here. Now, after that pay period was the next, which would have been the 13th to the 26th. That was Thanksgiving weekend, and I had a day off in there. So at that point, I didn't have as many hours as I would have liked. So what I did was I requested to get paid for a job that I finished in the beginning of the following week, which was right here, this Mini Cooper, 11.5 hours. So I added that here. It's already been paid. So when I'm running my hours for this pay period, okay, if you just ran it here, just kind of show you real quick, if you ran it from the 27th, that would have been the next pay period through 3rd, 10th, it'll be tomorrow, it would be showing 106.5 hours, right? Now, if we run the report for that to turn in, I'll put it on the 10th, and then if you just run it the way it is, it's going to show you your 106.5. It's going to show you that's already been paid. So you want to make sure you select unpaid and then run time. Now it's going to take that one off because you've already been paid for that on the previous check. So now you're showing 95 hours, which that way it's more accurate for you and for them. All right. And that should cover pretty much what you need to do with reporting, and you can print those, and when you choose to print, it'll come up in a nice little format here. You can choose to print it out and give it to them, or you can choose to print to PDF or save to PDF, and then of course email it or whatever you need to do there. So hope that helps. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out and let us know. Thanks.